Hello and welcome to Impact Africa, our online talk show where we get to have conversations with diverse people and organizations who are impacting lives positively. And as well, we use the time to celebrate and highlight events, places, and positive news in Africa and worldwide. Yes, this is me. My name is Dr. Kemi Akeode Adebayo, also known as Dr. Mama K. And in today's program, we are celebrating Men's Month. Yes, don't say you don't know that. Men's Month, we do celebrate. I know the men get jealous that it's always about women all the time, but we do celebrate our men. So we're using the month of November to celebrate men generally in all aspects. So we're going to be showing a snippet of some conversations that we've had with some amazing and extraordinary men who are doing wonderful things in the community with recognition or without recognition. Though this is our part one, and I will be showing you the snippet with two amazing men. Like I said, my first one is the brother from another mother. He's from Cameroon, is Mr. Ateh Taku, and he is the managing director of Petroleum Company Limited, which is based in South Sudan. And yes, it's Cameroonian and based in South Africa as well, and lives in South Sudan. And in this particular conversation I had with him, we called the title Leadership is Seven, which I know is what Mr. Ateh Taku is about. Being a leader and seven, not just at work, in his community, in South Africa, and in Cameroon as well. And as well, the snippet with conversation with another young man. Yes, you know, they're all young people that we always have on this program. Mr. Peter Van Wyk, who is the chairperson for Never Overthink Situation, Treat Opportunities Passionately. NOSTOP as an acronym. Yes, they are based in Cape Town, South Africa, and they do amazing things at NOSTOP. Shout out to everyone there, especially Madam Charlene, my dear sister and friend as well. And the title of this interesting conversation that we had with Mr. Peter was called Love for Music, because Mr. Peter loves music. So yes, enjoy the first bit of my conversation. So yes, with this first segment, I was asking Mr. Ateh Taku about the challenge he had for his 56th birthday, where he was doing a solo half marathon supported by his wonderful family, wife and children. And I was asking him, why did he decide to do this? Enjoy. I just want to ask you just to share with us this recent challenge, you know, that you did, which was so magnanimous of you, deciding to celebrate your 56th birthday, which was on the 13th of January. You were 56 years young. You kept drumming that
exactly.
Young, not old.
Yeah. Don't worry about the gray hair.
That you know, you decided to do your first ever solo half marathon.
Correct.
Basically. And why did you decide to do that, and how did it go? And yeah, whatever you want to share.
Okay, I mean, to be honest, it was just a challenge. Okay, like I said, success, leadership, you just set yourself a goal and go for it. Okay, my birthday was on Friday the 13th, which is usually
I don't believe in that, but yeah, I know. They come up with the 13 number. You don't want to sit on your 13.
And it just so happens I jog almost every other day. And I think it was on the Monday before the Friday, I was jogging and I just said, oh, my birthday is coming, because my first two kids' birthday are on the 8th of Jan.
Okay.
And I think maybe I was on their birthday or some other day I was jogging. I was just thinking, my birthday is coming, what am I going to do for it? Because the kids were already asking, Dad, what do you want for your birthday? And I said, there's the usual thing of, let's go have a big meal, let's do this. I said, no, let me do something completely different this time. It's been a long time where I had my birthday with all my kids and family together. So I said, let me do something different. And just during that jogging, I just said, okay, what can I do different to really push me beyond my comfort zone? I said, why don't I try a half marathon? I mean, the longest I've ever done was 15 Ks.
Right.
So I said, let me try a half marathon and see. And so I said, but if I do that, yeah, it's fine. It's challenging. But again, I have friends all over the world. Every year they wish me happy birthday, family, and all that. I said, let me throw out something out there to say, okay, let me do it, challenge myself, but let me also collect some money for the good deeds around us. I mean, we're privileged. There's a lot of unprivileged people, especially in South Africa. School year starts in January. And I know typically when the school is going to start, some kids may not be able to go to school, either because of no books, no school, no fees obviously is not an issue, but good quality food and all that. So it just came up my head with the kids in the evening. We were talking and I threw it and I said, oh, Dad, are you crazy? You want to do what? I said, yeah, I'm going to do it. I mean, they were all scared. So they said, come on, let's do it. So I had like a week to prepare for it. Right. But I've always been jogging. Like I said, it's not, I didn't start out of the blue. I typically do 8 to 10 Ks. Wow. Then occasionally, like I said, I did 15K. So it was just adding 6 more K to what I've already been doing. So it was, and that's like, running, not walking. There was a bit of walking in it. I mean, it wasn't all running. I will not lie to you. I mean, I struggle on some hills. Okay. On flats, it's not a problem. But usually climbing hills, I struggle a bit. So I'll probably climb like halfway up the hill. And then I'll finish the last half, depending on the length. Finish the last half. But on flats, I don't have too much of a problem. Right. And I don't know if you saw the video. I actually had to do some pit stops. I had to use the bathroom a few times. I think one time I had to use the bathroom. And then my wife was generous enough. She said, hey, I'm not going to let you do this nonstop. So she brought me an energy bar halfway along the trip. And then I think on the way back, I was so hot, I had to cool down, just pour some water on the top of my head. But it was good. I mean, honestly, it was fantastic. Like I said, my kids, they did the first kilometer with me. Right. To get me moving. And then the 2 older ones, my son went way out with me. And then my wife, when she came with the energy bar, she came with my daughter, Roxanne, who joined me on the way back. Okay. And then Martin continued with Mom. And then the last kilometer to the end, they joined me as well. Wow. So they didn't leave me alone. They were scared. Giving you all the support. They were scared Dad may not make it, so they stayed with me all along, which was quite good. I mean, I appreciate the fact that they were willing to try. Because I think even Martin pushed his limit as well. Actually, Roxanne too. They pushed their normal running limit. I think Roxanne usually does like 6, 7. That day she did, I think, 8, 9. Wow. And then Martin, who normally does maximum 10, he did, I think, about 13 with me at the beginning. So it was 21 Ks, and when we finished the 21 Ks, I decided to push myself further. I actually wanted to do 23, so I did all the way to 22. And on the video, I don't know if you will see the video. Towards the end, they actually blocked me from continuing. So they stand along the way and stopped me and thought I'd done 21. When they realized I'd done 22, so it was a good time. So it should be 22, not 21. It is 22. I did 22, yeah. So I gave my supporters a 5% uplift. I see. Awesome. On the target. Awesome. That's awesome. Yeah. So and what were you? The objective. I mean, like you tell me what. I didn't have any objective. I just said, okay, let me go on GoFundMe. And honestly, we set it up. I think, like I said, we made the decision on the Thursday. The run was on the Saturday. My birthday was on the Friday. We didn't want to run Friday because the kids would be in school. So we said, let's do it on Saturday when they're out of school. Then on the Thursday is when we set the GoFundMe. And we're setting up at night. And my daughter said, I mean, she started with her account in the UK. What target should we put? I just make £1,000. You just put a target. And believe it or not, we actually exceeded it. Okay. On GoFund, it was £1,083, which is 3% higher than what I gave. I gave 1 kilometer on 21 Ks, which is 5%. And my fans, supporters, families, and well-wishers gave me 8% higher than. So, like you said, sometimes having that objective, you usually exceed it. Okay, like I said, the 1,000 was just a thumbs up number, and we exceeded it on GoFundMe. Plus, people who couldn't put something on GoFundMe, either because of the country they were in, where sometimes internet access is a problem, I think from that and pledges, we got about another $500.
Right.
Obviously, the target for us was Cafelelana, which is a charity you recommended for us on that Thursday night again, last minute, which we raised. We gave them 1,000 of the pounds, and then what we decided, that extra 500. Obviously, I'm coming from South Sudan. We also have a lot of needs
projects
over there. So we already, in the past, we used to do some work with some orphanages over there. So that 500 will go towards that orphanage in South Sudan. Yeah.
Wow, well done.
Thank
you know what? Because we're almost running out of time. We have run out of time, but still, we still have more questions. But we want to share some of the videos, you know, from that run. So enjoy.
Thank you.
Wow, Mr. Ateh, I salute. Merci, merci beaucoup for all you do to the community. So yes, he was saying there that the challenge was for him to celebrate his birthday in an unusual way, involving his family and deciding to jog, which is a pastime for him. He loves jogging, so he decided to do the half marathon. And he initially started saying, oh, he wanted to do only 15K and then added another 6K miles on top. So kudos to you for the half marathon. Yes, it was a bit of walking and jogging and running, like he said. And well done to your family, amazing wife and children for supporting you in such a quest to raise money, you know, for charity. We'll talk about, you know, what was done at the end of the program there. And the next second segment we are going to be having is another amazing man who is doing wonderful things in the community, like I said, through NOSTOP, Mr. Peter Van Wyk. And I asked him about what are the 3 things he values most in life and what means a lot to him personally. Enjoy. Now, what are some of the things, I normally say 3 things that you value most, and I think I can guess what for you, what means a lot to you as a person.
As a person, to my community, well, first of all, it's my love for the community. It's for me, I feel better to give than to receive. I think that is where your blessings also come from. And when you do that, you go and sleep tonight, you sleep much better and much sound because you gave today without wanting to receive anything, whether it's money or whatever it is, to receive back. It's better than to give. And also, of course, the passion that I have to do what I am doing with the kids, because I think there might come sometimes that you feel, I think I better stop, I can't go onward. But there's that drive, the passion afterwards. No, I have to go because why? This is what I want to do. Because you can't go to your grave with all that knowledge and not share it now.
Yeah, you've just touched on one of my, for me as well, they always say, when people see me, what I'm doing, I'm always like, we all need to empty ourselves at the end of the day, because you not emptying yourself, the only certainty in life is death. So when we all die, you're now gone with so much information, what you could have passed on, you know, to others. So, you know, I pray that, you know, some people that are watching as well, you know, feel that way, and they know that, yes, there are things you've learned. There are other people that can, you know, benefit from it. And it's a gift. You know, even though you've walked your life with Old Mutual for 35 years, you've served diligently. Now you've gone back to your first love. I believe, which was music in terms of guitar. Now you're passing that on to others, and you might not know how you're touching the lives of these young people, you know, at the end of the day.
It's correct, yes.
Yeah.
It's very important, yes. Not even to worry, but to do what you need to do and what you know what's the best for you, and always be positive. In this world.
You know what? We'll be right back. Wow, thank you, Mr. P, for what you're doing, putting back in the community through your love for music, running these classes with the young people, and, you know, just putting back, loving your community. Like you said, it's better to give than to receive, and, you know, using your passion and so much, you know, in there. What I want to ask you now, I think it's a two-part one, and you could be brief, you know, as you want to be, is for you, what has stand out as a lesson that you've learned, you know, over the years, that has helped you personally, you know, that you will advise this young Peter in Delft or Hanover Park or Kraaifontein here or anywhere else, that you'll say, okay, maybe, you know, I know you've given us a lot of tips, but what has stood out for you over the years, as a grandfather, as a, you know, brother, sibling, you know, different community leader? What has helped you along the way, you personally?
Yeah, I think the one thing that stands out for me, and that really did help me, is to be honest with myself and towards people. Doesn't matter what people say, as long as you from your side are honest, because I believe that one person can make a change in this world. So we have to start somewhere, and for me it is honesty.
I love that. So my final question, NOSTOP, music director, chairperson, what would you like, or where would you like to see NOSTOP in 5 years time? You, not Charlene now, because she might ask you and you might not know, but you, where would you like to see NOSTOP in 5 years or 10 years time?
Okay, from my part, I would love to see that we've got our own building with lots of rooms in for each specific music item to be taken place. That's what I would love to see, and also more teachers teaching music, so that the kids can get more what they want from the music, and also that we can give a salary to the people, the music teachers.
Yeah. Paid teacher, basically.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
I think that is what
you would
yes,
want,
that I want to see
okay.
in the very near future.
Not far, but
Not
near.
far. Yes.
Like now.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Mr. Pete. Can I call you Pete? It's a man that I really, really admire, and I loved, what he said for him. And I believe that's what most people who we've been speaking to are saying as well, is the fact that he values the love he has for his community, because it makes him feel better to give rather than to receive, because he believes it's a blessing, and you get more blessing than given from God. Yes, I completely agree with you, Mr. Peter, and thank you to you and Madam Charlene and everyone else that is involved with NOSTOP. We'll be sharing the details at the end shortly. So we salute all our men, we celebrate you, we honor you. Thank you, Mr. Ateh Taku. Thank you, Mr. Peter Van Wyk, for all you're doing in your community through giving back. And like I said earlier, Mr. Ateh Taku was able to raise 20,000 Rand for a non-governmental organization that we work with, which are based in Delft. They're called Cathalilana. If you haven't heard Cathalilana yet on any of our Impact Africa program, then you need to go and keep watching them. So yes, they're doing amazing work in Delft, led by our darling MJ, Marlene Jameson. So yes, they raised this money, and the whole idea is to help the young people they work with in improving their maths and, skills development generally. And we'll be following up on how that went at a later date. So yes, thank you. You hear about people doing personal challenges, not for them, but for the benefit of others. Thank you, Mr. Peter, as well, in terms of what you value, which is about community, love for community. If we all put in more into loving our community more, the better the world will be. Till next time, like I said, you need to watch them, the full-on program, because you will laugh. I had so much fun, and I was humbled, just having the full-on interview with these two amazing guys. And can't wait to come to the next two that we'll be celebrating for the month of November, which is our Movember month. Till next time, this is me, Dr. Kemi, Mama K, saying, stay safe, stay blessed, love you all.